This just in UFO news, the Pentagon has confirmed that a destroyer of the U.S. Navy was flown over by 3 pyramid-shaped UFOs flying in the sky. There's video is on it right here, and they're looking up in the sky to see if they can get a better look with a night vision goggle. And this records it where you see 1, then actually 3. The glint off of that 1, and then to the left. And he's zooming in. And you can see the shape of them there, and there was shiny reflection off of them. A very metallic look going on with them. At first I saw it and I thought, well, this is lights like on an aircraft, but then, no, definitely not. Now, it said that they were 700 foot approximately above the ship. So looking at something of this size, if it's 700 foot away, and in the goggles it's still showing something of this size, that means it's big as the destroyer here was in the first place, as a pyramid. Huge. Maybe one would say almost the size of the pyramids themselves, or the 3 great pyramids. Maybe the smaller one, huh? Kind of a strange anomaly. There's been a few of these admitted by the Pentagon recently. Whenever I was a kid, there was this thing called Project Blue Book, and they even had a show about it, and they tried to show some of the anomalies that they had figured out. But they also, every once in a while, show you one of the 10% of the ones that they could not explain, and just leave it hanging. And while most of the sightings can all be written off as some type of BS or something like that, there's still a percentage of them that actually cannot be explained, and some of which are telling you all kinds of things that go along with it. Not alien abduction and stuff, but there are versions, if you've ever watched the shows, where police officers get involved and call on another officer, and he tags in on it, and they tell this other officer that's in the next county over that they see this thing headed this way, and do you see it? And he's like, no, oh my God, yeah, I see it. What the hell is that? And it goes on. So there are quite a few of those too, but a lot of these can be written off. And of course, modern day, everybody's doing CGI crap. Whenever you get something that the government says they confirm that a battleship was strafed by these strange, gigantic pyramid objects, it makes it seem something else. There's also another one that's been released, but it hasn't been confirmed yet, and I think I'll show a picture of it coming up here just shortly. So they're supposed to come out with a classified report, and there's another picture of this, and what this is like a super modern blimp looking type object that was hovering in the air. It seemed to come out of nowhere and then hover for a good long while, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Kind of looks like a blurry great white shark, but if they show you the original picture, this is extremely zoomed in. If they zoom back out to where the pixelation gets a lot worse, you can see that there's identified shapes to it around onto it. And it's not just a bubbly type thing, but there are little bubbles and shapes onto its body too, and something sticking on the aft, or what would be the tail, like a stingray that you see coming off the bottom of it there. Say it's some kind of huge blimp type object, and an F-18 pilot showed a picture of this, which was a burst of clouds in a ring with a UFO into it that he had noted, and he snapped a picture of that. But of course you can't blow it up very much more than that. It's not really in focus. You know, it's the one problem with these UFOs is that they're out of focus. Kind of like Bigfoot, that there's just a real blurry creature running around. That's what it is. So there's quite a few different ones there, and that's that blimp right there. That's the original picture of the blimp without it being blown up that I was telling you, and hopefully you can see that pretty decent. I've got the thing running in 4K, but the picture here is blown up and not even done in 4K, I don't think. But you can see it here, and it's just semi-stationary. It's one of those things where they had to call it something like a blimp. And there are super modern blimps that are out there modern day that have somewhat of a shape like this. Problem being that they couldn't correlate it to anything that exists whatsoever. In fact, they made a statement here, said that they can confirm that the reference photos I showed you at first are videos were taken by the Navy personnel, and UAPTF, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, has included these incidents in their ongoing examinations. Yeah, caught by the military. Just want to clarify that to you too. That's probably the only reason I'm making a video about it, is very much like the last time whenever there was a video come out and something like this happened, and you saw that pilot and they showed that pill-shaped object and it's whipping across here, but you can't make much discernation on this. There's other ones too. This one here is also one that was done by the Navy, and they saw something that tagged along for a while here, and then the pictures are it going slowly into the water. There was some type of giant object a few hundred feet off the ship, and it came down and went underwater. Yeah, so that's one of those underwater UFO type situations. Where are they hiding? Well, up under that blanket of blue that nobody really sees what's up under it. Kind of strange. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But, people are calling for them to go ahead and come out and tell us what they know. Well, I'll tell you now that what we probably know is that there's a whole lot of speculation. Whenever you have something like this and you don't necessarily have proof, then that's a whole lot of speculation. Then there are other tales where it tells you they've already found a few of these along with Roswell, like Bob Lazar said, and that we've already had a few of these in other encounters, and people have had a lot of encounters that go unrecorded and unreported like this, but in a modern day it's there. It's strange. It started out in this news story by telling you that New York area people reporting UFOs, which happens every year, a certain number fits in a line, because of COVID and people looking up a little more, they're about doubled. But then again, also CGI output of people making fakes is probably just about doubled during this time too. I've seen a couple of them. So, and you can really tell whenever it's fake. And some of them have done real good fakes. Looks like, well, you could use that in a part of a movie, if you wanted to. Anyhow, like, share, subscribe, and enjoy. But let me know what you think down in the comments here. So this here, actually we're showing 3 in this video. Different ones. 2 of which have been confirmed by the U.S. Department of Defense and Pentagon. But yet there's another one that we know about just last year where there was that pill-shaped object and so on. And so it starts adding up here, doesn't it? To something. Peace.